You know what would make TikTok Shop really cool? Is if they added a little icon that said small business or founder owned business. Cause I was in here snooping to see what kinds of shampoo they sell. Speaking of shampoo, I'll tell you what kind of shampoo I use at the end of this video. But the problem is companies have gotten really good at making their products look like they're from small businesses, like this Maui shit. But y'all know I got a spreadsheet of which companies are family owned and which ones are mega corporations. And Maui Moisture is Johnson & Johnson. Thank you very much. And Olaplex is private equity. Or you see Miele, you get all excited, that's in the natural hair care aisle. Nah, Miele's down here, that's Procter & Gamble. So TikTok Shop's cool, but the problem is they have all these mega corporation brands hiding in here next to cool brands like Moroccan Oil. But they got a lot of cool brands, like It's a 10, they got Mane and Tail. I found Fairy Tales too, but I must not have taken a screenshot. But I want to tell you about this company. And I want to tell you why TikTok Shop is cooler than you think. And why social media is actually really empowering to small businesses to take on the giant mega corporations competition. See, last year, one of my followers messaged me and was like, yo, this guy's stealing your content. You got to get after it. And I was like, what's going on?
What's really going on in our store shampoo brands? Part 3. Last parts, we talked about how bad Aussie, Hask, Maui, Love Planet, and Beauty and OGX is for you. Let's get to what you've all...
Oh my goodness, I was so pissed. I couldn't. I'm just playing, dude. Ideas are ideas. They're meant to be spread. It's the remix generation. No one gives a shit. Like, it's all cool. And actually, this company was super cool. And then they reached out to me. And it was this company, Gallagher's, which is a small shampoo company. And their TikTok account is absolutely unhinged. And it's sick. They saw what I was doing and they took it, and then they actually took it a step further and added their own expertise in the industry to also talk about ingredients and also talk about more depth than I'm able to cover. And then they reached out and were like, yo, we love your work. Can we send you some shampoo? And I told them, yeah, I basically never use shampoo, but I'd be hyped to try it. And that's honestly the most common question I think I get on this whole app is like, are you afraid Hillary's gonna get you? And what shampoo do you use? Here, actually, let me show you. And this video is not an ad. This is just, a cool company that I want to tell you about. See? Boom. That right there. Although, if I'm being honest, I use it more on my body than I do in my hair because it smells good. But anyways, TikTok Shop allows us to connect to small businesses like this directly without going through a middleman like Amazon, without going through a middleman like Target that won't even let small businesses on the shelves. And it doesn't matter if you buy it through TikTok Shop or you go directly to the store's websites. As long as you're doing the research and buying whatever you can, whenever you can from small businesses, it makes a huge difference. And when I was about to make this video, I realized that I never even finished my shampoo spreadsheet. It was missing like all the biggest mega corporation shampoos. I must have just made it from like the special fancy hair care aisle and never even done it for the really popular shampoo video that I did. So now it's got all the basic bitch shampoos like Aussie and Axe and Head and Shoulders. They're all on there now too. You can find these spreadsheets for free on my website, which is in my bio. Take them to the grocery store, take them to the TikTok Shop, use them, support small businesses. Shout out to Gallagher's, y'all are awesome. Check out how absolutely unhinged this is.
What's really going on in store shampoo brands? Part 2. Last time we covered Aussie and Hask on how they enjoy giving us hair loss and cancer. Let's move on over. First up, Maui Shampoo, owned by the world's most beloved brand, Johnson & Johnson. How loved are they, you ask? Over 38,000 lawsuits. Man, that's a lot of love. Again, owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. Here's some more lawsuits for their OGX shampoo brands causing hair loss. Let's take a look at their ingredients right off the bat. I see Loreth 4. These motherfuckers, this chemical picks up toxic impurities in the manufacturing process called 1,4-dioxane, a known animal carcinogen, which has a reasonable expectation to cause cancer in humans, so I'm just going to stop there. Screw Maui and screw Johnson & Johnson. Next up, Love, Beauty, and Planet, who is owned by Vanguard and BlackRock. Here's a list of Unilever products. We got Dove, Tresemme, Suave, Axe, Love, Beauty, and Planet, Bedhead. Who doesn't love buying from a mega corporation that had to recall every dry shampoo product they make for yet again a cancer-causing chemical called benzene?
Tell me you don't want to buy products from that company. Just tell me you don't love them. It's 2024, guys, and you can buy your products from Unilever or you can buy your products from sassy motherfuckers on the internet. Your choice. And by the way, this is not a paid ad. This is just me experimenting with how TikTok Shop works, trying to figure out what it'll do to views, what kind of commissions it'll support so I don't have to worry about getting shadow banned. And Gallagher's is an awesome company that I'm stoked to help out.